Hey everybody, it's Patricia and welcome back to my channel. It's time for a chatty get ready with me. Had to think for a second. If you're new here, what I do is I just put on my makeup and tell you what's going on in my life. Sometimes I tell you what I'm doing with the makeup and sometimes I don't. Today we'll try to be a little more chatty makeup. I don't think I have a whole lot to talk about going on in my personal life. There's not. It's kind of slow, kind of boring. I need to put drops in my eyes. Let me do that. I always forget to put the drops in my eyes. So let's do that before we do the eye makeup. I've already done my skincare and put my primer on. So let's just jump right in. I'm going to use this CoverGirl plus Olay Simply Ageless. I am using this up. My goal, it's not in a project pan. I purchased this. I think I got this year. I think so. I just want to go ahead and use this up. Yeah, I am really enjoying this. I do plan to repurchase this. My color is 240 Natural Beige. It's a really good color for me. I like the coverage. I like this foundation. I really like it. So, we'll just keep using it. It's working good. And so, I will when Ulta has a sale on CoverGirl, I'm planning on purchasing this in my concealer that I really like. I'm not out of it, but I'm getting low, so hopefully they'll have a sale soon and I can pick up both pieces and I'll have backups. I still have a little bit of breakout on my face. I really think that's kind of stress, but I'm not as stressed as I was. Things are getting much better. I guess we could talk about that. I'm still working on my brother's estate. I haven't heard from the lawyer. I don't know what's going on with that. I just feel like maybe it just fell through the cracks. But I'm just gonna wait a little bit, and then I'll check on that. Brian's job's going great. In fact, he was supposed to work a 90-day, what is it, like a trial period, 90 days. And they came up to him last week and said, well, we're thinking maybe we don't need 90 days. Maybe let's do, I don't know, how long have you been here? He said 6 weeks. And he said, well, let's give it 2 more weeks. So I think what they're planning on doing, he was hired, let me keep going while I'm talking. Let's put my contour on. He was hired technically as just an assembler or this company makes stretchers. They make all kinds of electronic tables that are used in hospitals, doctors' facilities, morgues, funeral homes, ambulances, all kinds of things like that. Electronic ones and then manual ones. That's what they do. They make stretchers. So he was hired to just put together. But when they hired him, they told him he was overqualified. And then they started talking to him. He started talking about what he did at Continental in the quality department and all this stuff. So next thing you know, they're talking to him about becoming quality manager, because this company is family owned. It's small. It's been in business 10 years and it's growing by leaps and bounds, and they have no quality department. And Brian is just flabbergasted by the lack of checks and balances and things like that. So he's already started implementing some things. He's writing work orders up for what he's doing because there are no work orders for his job he's currently doing. And they have him training new people to do his job. So I think they're really ready to move him and make an actual quality manager, and it's going to be a much higher pay rate. So yay. I'm ready for that. So not this week. I guess next week he'll be doing what he's doing, and then we'll see what happens. So send all your thoughts, your prayers, keep your fingers crossed. This all works out, because it's taking a weight off of me. It really is. So, yeah, that's where we're at. So that's good. I told you Nathan was starting driving school. Well, Saturday he had, it said it was supposed to be a Zoom class, but they did it through Google Classroom. I had never heard of that. Nathan knows what it is. Anyway, he had to do it. It was an all-day class on defensive driving, which he was tested on. They said if he didn't pass the test, that he would have to redo it. He would have 7 days, and he could do it at his own pace, but it would cost extra, of course, another $50. But he seems to think that he did real well on it. I'm a little bump here. He seems to think he did real well on it, and I haven't heard yet. I would assume we would hear today how well he did, and hopefully he would be ready to go. He has to do, it'll be a couple of weeks, they said, before they will schedule his first driving session. He will have 3 2-hour driving sessions, and then he needs 40 hours with us, and 10 of those hours have to be at night. So, we'll see. We'll get him started with them, and then we'll start working with him and seeing how he's doing. We'll go from there. He has his learner's permit, and here in the state of South Carolina, with his learner's permit, he is not allowed to get his license until sometime in December. He will be eligible for his license. So, yeah, we're on track. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Good thoughts. He's good with studying, and I homeschooled him, and it was a breeze to homeschool this kid, let me tell you. And he, unfortunately, I got breast cancer as we were trying to finish up homeschooling, but he ended up graduating at the age of 16. But he was doing so well before I got cancer. But we just went ahead and graduated him because I was sick. And so, yeah. But, smart kid. And he doesn't want to go to college because he doesn't know exactly what he wants to do, and he doesn't want to go in debt for a student loan. I'm like, well, okay. Whatever you want to do. Today, I'm going to do a look using my Moonspell Volume 2 from Lunar Beauty. I am wearing a dress. It's a long maxi dress, and I'm a tall drink of water. I'm 5'8", and for me to find a maxi dress that drags on the floor, I'm in heaven. And look at these sleeves. Let me get my sleeves out. Whoops. Look at these sleeves. That's unheard of in my world. Most sleeves come up to here. I've got long sleeves, and it drags on the floor, and I just love wearing this around the house. But it is navy with pops of hot pink. So I thought, well, let's just play with this today. And you know what? Where is mine? Where did I put it? I cleaned. Don't you love cleaning? You forget where you put things. Do you remember I made this ittle bitty navy blue eyeshadow? I might play with that today too, with this look. Let's do that. Okay, let me set my primer. I will zoom you in editing because, wait, I'm not ready for that yet. See, I get all discombobulated. I got to do my concealer and my powder. Lord, I know some of you are thinking, what is she doing? I'm not thinking. I'm talking. I know I already put on my contour, but I don't think it'll make a difference. This sponge is dirty. Let's get a clean sponge. I have quite a few sponges, but I might need to start getting rid of some of them and replacing them. They're starting to stain, and a beauty blender is still my absolute favorite. There's just something about the texture of a beauty blender. But my second favorite is Shop Miss A, and I like those sponges a lot. So I'm gonna put in a Miss A order at some point, not right now, but soon maybe. And let's get this set. There we go. I've already started thinking about the Beautylish Lucky Bag. I find, for me, the $75 Lucky Bags are okay. I like the $150 bags better. Who wouldn't? But I like what I get in those better. And I don't know that I want to pay $150 for a Lucky Bag this year. And I've not been happy with my $75 bags. So I went through this last year and I ended up buying the Lucky Bag. And then I was just like, okay with it. I'm going to go with this brown right here. This is Mel. I was okay with it, but I wasn't very completely happy with it. So I may not even do a Lucky Bag this year. I might instead treat myself during Black Friday sales instead of a Lucky Bag. I might do that. And I did a video last year video for my Lucky Bag. I'm on the East Coast and I'm one of the last to get Lucky Bags. And when I put a video out, if I do the $150 Lucky Bags, I tend to get those a little quicker than the standard. The standard, I'm like one of the last, and by the time I put a video out, it doesn't get that many watches. Not that I do it for get watches, because I do it because of the stuff, but it's nice to get the views as well. But if I'm not getting the views and I'm not getting the watch time, then you know, why bother? Why bother? So that's my opinion. So, oops, messing with the cord. There we go. I just might not do it this year. I'm gonna take this blue I made, a little navy blue, and use it on my eyes here. I have not thought about what I'm doing here. We're just gonna play. I'm gonna work this into my crease as well. It's a pretty shade. I need to do some more frankening, make some more colors. I kind of want that Glam Light Ghost palette. What's it? I forgot what it's called. It's based on, I think it's based on Scream, the movie Scream. The Ghost. I'm not that familiar. Nathan would be. I'm not. But I have seen the Scream movies with Nathan. He's watched them all and I've watched with him. But I kind of like that palette. But it's very dark. And I'm trying to be honest with myself. Would it be something I use? I've got quite a few palettes that I consider my Halloween, you know, Moonspell 1 and 2, and I don't need a whole lot of them if I'm not going to use them. So, I don't know, I thought I might look at that again and look at the shades that are really speaking to me and maybe try to recreate them on my own. I might do that. Because I don't know if I really need that whole palette. I'm trying to be better. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. I think that blue shadow, it blended nice. It turned out much better than I'm sure part of it came from that Beauty Crop palette that I just did not care for the quality of those shadows. But I think this did pretty good. Alright, now, what am I going to wear this? Am I going to do a little more simple? Let's go, let me get a lighter brush. I'm going to go back into, maybe not. Let's see. I'm looking at my dress. What colors I have. I don't have any purple. Not that it matters. I'm not going anywhere. I think I'm going to go with this. I think I'll go with this purple. Let's go with this purple right here. It's called Louise. It looks like a satin. I'm going to go under my lower lash line with it. Be colorful. And Lauren, you are correct. I do use a lot of color. I say, oh, I don't do colorful looks. I guess I do. There we go. There we go. Now, I am going to stick my finger. I always like Lunar. Maybe I should do something different. Let's try Misty. I think Misty, I don't know, is Misty from American Horror Story? I can't remember. Okay. That's pretty. Okay. Then I'm going to stick my finger back in Luna. What's Agatha? Agatha's a topper. Okay, I'm sticking my finger in Agatha. Let's put that right there. Oh, that's pretty. Mark off my finger. There we go. Sorry, I can hear some banging. Oh, do you remember when, was it last week? The dog was upset because he heard a dog. Well, it turns out we have new neighbors. They bought the house. It's across the street and down, too. I haven't met them yet. I haven't met any of my neighbors yet, except for the guy next door. That's a whole other story. But, yeah, they were moving in. They have 2 big pods set out in their driveway. And I believe they had left the dog probably in a crate on the porch while they were doing stuff. Because it was later in the day, the dog stopped. And I haven't heard it anymore. So I'm assuming they were moving in furniture and stuff. And so they had the dog outside in a crate. And he was just stressed. New house. You know, new place. I'm stuck in a crate outside. I don't know what's going on. That's probably what was going on. Okay, that's not bad. That's not a bad look for today. So I'm going to go and put my mascara on and I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Got my eyes done. I did line my lower waterline with this Urban Decay pencil in Space Dust. I like that. It's hard to read. And the mascara I'm using is the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I'm using that one right now. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put some bronzer on. Let me grab the bronzer that's in my project pan. Get some of this on. There we go. A little around the nose. And the chin area. Not bad. I'm going to go into this bronzer. This blush I made. I made this shade right here. This Franken one. Let's put a little of that on. I need some highlighter. Don't forget the highlighter. I've been forgetting highlighter lately. I don't know if I have one out. Oh, I do. Shoot. I know what I have in my project pan. I have this palette here. I have this palette I'm supposed to be using. Okay. I'm going to use this right here, which I think is a finishing powder, actually. Get that on my brush. Yeah, it's not very sparkly. Is there an actual highlighter in here, or just a finishing powder? Didn't really say. I think it's just a finishing powder. Well, we'll put it on. And then, there we go. There we go. Here, I'll use my finger. I'm into this one right here. That gives me a little more shimmer. Yeah, there we go. Look a little pale, don't I, in the middle. Lip. Let me pull from my stash here. I'm gonna use this Merit lipstick. It's in my Lipathon. The color is Fashion. I'm not gonna line my lips. Oh, it's very nice lipstick. There we go. And that's it. That's my look for today, guys. I think it looks pretty good. Thank y'all for watching. If you're new to my channel, I would really love it if you would subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. That helps my algorithm and helps people find my videos to watch. I would really appreciate that as well. Any questions or comments, just leave them down below, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.